Do you guys want to have the chance to win Crimson Voltiacs or Hellfire? All you have to do is to like my video, subscribe to my channel and comment with your gaming ID in the comment section. The giveaway is for all platforms, so good luck and enjoy my video. Hey guys, this is The Flash and today we have our first episode in my series, which includes the new overdrive crate items. And you might have seen my weird crate opening. And yeah, I opened 20 overdrive crates. I paid 3 keys for each crate and 1 key to open the crate, so I've paid a total of 80 keys of our inventory. But yeah, the items will be added to our inventory, and yeah, let's take a look at some statistics before we start with the crate opening. Alright, so here is we finished our last part with 236 keys after 247 trades. And I've mentioned the crate opening. I've paid an overall of 80 keys for the whole 20 crates opening. So this means we needed a value of at least 80 keys in items in our 20 crates. So it's not that easy because the exotics were pretty bad. I didn't expect them to have a high value before I opened the crates, but the import cards, I expected them at around 15 keys, 13 to 15 keys before I opened the crates, but let's see and find out. Alright, and as you have seen in our crate opening, the last item we got was the Animus GP, and I've managed to get a deal on Steam for 15 keys, which was a pretty nice one because at this point people were already selling it for around 13 keys, 12 keys, so I was pretty happy to get that 15 key deal. And yeah, not much more to say about that. The demand for it was pretty high. Even most offers were around 12 key, but yeah, let's jump into our next trade. And shortly after our crate opening, I got this deal for Sub-Zero. I paid 31 keys, which was a pretty good price at this stage on the first day, because the gold explosions were pretty hyped, and I was pretty confident to get more because almost everyone was offering it for 40 to 50 keys. And some for even more, so yeah, I was pretty confident, so you will see what I got for it in the next trades. And here we got another very good trade on Steam. Someone overpaid for our Sentyu V17. At this point people were already selling the Sentyu V17 for around 12 or 11 keys. And we got an item which was worth around 17 keys at this point, so I was pretty happy with that deal because I expected a lot less. And yeah, most offers which I got were around 10 keys, 11 keys, so it's a very nice deal. Let's jump into our next trade. And here's a quick one on Rocket League Garage. I bought a Lightspeed for 1 key for a trade up because I only had 4 very rares, and at this point I already knew that the trade ups were profitable because the Magic Missile was around 3 keys and both imports cars at around 12 keys, so even if I get an unpainted one, it's profit on average. So I bought a 5th one to be able to do the trade up. And here was the trade up I was talking about. I used 3 very rare trails and 2 SLKs for the trade up. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do more at this stage because I was very busy with editing. And yeah, as you can see here, we were pretty unlucky. We got the Magic Missile unpainted, uncertified, which was the worst possible result. So no profit with this trade up, but well, there are a lot more trades to come. So let's jump into our next trade. And here we got exactly what we were looking for. We got 1 key for our Lone Wolf on Discord, and the rare decals are usually at around 1 key shortly after a new crate has been released. And on top of that, he gave us his Turtle certified funny book for our uncertified one because he didn't like the certification. So yeah, I don't really value it higher than the uncertified one. But yeah, let's jump into our next trade. And here we got a quick one on Discord. Once again, a guy was requesting our Glossy, and the Glossy was very popular at this point. It's still maybe the best paint so far in the game. We were looking for 2 key, and that was exactly what we were getting for it. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the next trade. And yeah, you know that trade. We traded a Nitro Crate at 0.2 keys for a Octane Distortion at 1 key, so it's an easy 0.8 key profit. But I was very afraid that the Nitro Crate could drop in value because of the release of the new Overdrive crate, which usually happens when a new crate releases. And yeah, you know that trade. I won't comment similar trades like this in the video, so let's jump into our next one. And here's the trade which I found via RL trades on Rocket League Tracker. At this point I was searching on RL trades for sky blue, purple, crimson and white painted cars because people are selling those in the first few days for like 20 keys, and usually you're able to get a lot more for them. But yeah, I took that deal for 20 keys and I was pretty confident to get at least 25 keys for it. But yeah, let's jump into our next trade. And again the same trade, again via RL trades on Rocket League Tracker, this time for 19 keys, so I expected a profit of 6 keys. And yeah, it's probably a mistake to buy twice the same car in the same color, because it's a lot harder to sell both items in time. I should have gone for like a sky blue one, a crimson one or a white one instead of the second purple one, but yeah, it happens. So let's jump into the next trade. And here we got a very nice trade on Rocket League Garage. We managed to trade our secured board, which I valued at 1 key, for 2 painted sunbursts, which are 1.5 key each, and a painted lime Jiangji, which is around 1 key because it's 4 octane. And yeah, so it's a total value of 4 keys and a total profit of 3 keys. So it's a very nice deal on Rocket League Garage. Let's jump into the next trade. And a similar one for our glossy block, our second one. A guy was offering 1 key and Forest Green Tunica and Forest Green Vortex. Both are very popular and both are around 1.5 keys. So it's a total value of 4 keys. The trade was on Discord. I was looking for 2 keys, so it's a 2 key profit with this trade, and it turns out that we didn't make that much loss with our crate opening than I expected. So yeah, let's jump into our next trade. And here was a big trade on Rocket League Garage. A guy was requesting almost all of our crates. We gave him 22 mixed crates and 18 turbo crates for 5 keys. I was looking for a ratio of 1 to 10 for the mixed crates and 1 to 7 for the turbo crates. So yeah, we gave him slightly more, so it's a loss of 0.1 key, but I took that loss because he bought almost all of our crates. He bought 40 crates overall, so I was pretty happy about that we got rid of most of our crates. And yeah, let's jump into our next trade. And sadly I wasn't able to sell our Sub-Zero for 40 keys because I missed a lot of trades on the first day because I was very busy with editing and private stuff. But we ended up getting a good deal at this point. He gave us 33 keys and a Scorer Mantis, which was 2 keys, so it's a total value of 35 keys, and it was pretty good at this point because people were already offering it for 30 keys. So yeah, we didn't get as much as I expected, but it's a very good deal at this point. And another trade on Discord for our Cobalt Draco wheels. We were looking for 18 keys and it was pretty hard to sell painted Draco wheels at this point because the demand for them was pretty low. And we ended up getting a good deal. He offered us 17 pure keys and Cobalt Chakrams, which are 1.5 keys, so it's 0.5 keys more than I expected. And yeah, the reason why we got so many deals on Discord was because the sites like Owl Tracker, Rocket League Garage haven't added the new items at this point, so a lot of people were trying to trade on Discord instead. And our last trade of this part is a trade on Rocket League Garage. We traded 7 turbo crates for 1 key. I valued each of them at 0.15 keys, so it's a slightly loss of 0.05 keys, but it's exactly the ratio what I was looking for. And yeah, let's take a look at our overall statistics. Alright, and this time we have a whole bunch of statistics to talk about, mainly because of the crate openings and the trade ups. And yeah, let's start with some video statistics. We started with 236 keys, we ended with 235 keys, which is a slightly loss of 0.6 keys. But we've made 18 trades with a profit of almost 32 keys, which is a much higher average than we usually have with the trades. And we've opened 20 crates. We took a loss of 32.5 keys because we only got the Animus GP and a painted rare wheel. So we haven't been lucky, but well, that happens. And we've made 2 trade ups. One was pretty nice, one was just the worst. So we ended up break even with the trade ups. But let's take a look at our whole series statistics. We started the series with 10 keys, we are now sitting on 235 keys, which is a total profit of 225 keys. We've made 265 trades so far, which is definitely a lot. And yeah, we've made a profit in our trades of 258 keys, which is a total profit per trade of 0.98 keys, which is a lot higher than before because of the new items hypes. And yeah, we've opened 20 crates so far in the whole series with a loss of 32.5 keys. We've made 2 trade ups with a break even, so 0 keys profit. So yeah guys, I'm pretty interested in hearing your opinion. What do you think about the combination of trade ups, crate openings and trades and some montage goals in my trading series, or do you prefer a series with only trades? Leave it in the comments, I'm pretty interested in that. And if you haven't yet, check out my Twitter, the link is in the description. And have a great day and see you soon.